Hey people of VC, it's Andy Cloudy Mulder. It's Friday night and I'm sitting back having a brew. A little bit of a rock India Pale Ale. I simply bought this one because the guy had a guitar and he was throwing the horns. The Wolf, by Wolf Brewery. It's a Scottish IPA. And yeah, this idea sprung to mind. So 10 out of 10, what does that mean? So I am going to show you the 10th studio album of all of the bands that I own the first 10 or more studio albums of. Okay, so there's 8 in all. I had quite a few near misses in my collection. Some where I either had the first 9 and missed the 10th, or I didn't have their debut album. Judas Priest, for example. I knew I didn't have Rock and Roller, but I thought I had the next 9. It turns out I haven't got Sad Winds of Destiny either, believe it or not. Physical copies I'm talking about here, rather than just albums I have or haven't heard. So yeah, so the 10th studio album for all of the bands I own the first 10 or more releases of. 10 out of 10. First up, Anthrax. I own all the Anthrax studio albums, so including the one that came after this. But Worship Music is their 10th album, and I own all 9 previous to this. This was a fantastic return to form for Anthrax with Joey Belladonna on vocals, and I can't get enough of this one. I still think I prefer this one to For All Kings. That came after from the modern Anthrax or latest releases. I just wish they'd play more. They always play Fight Until You Can't in their set these days, but you know, there's some killer songs in here. The Devil You Know, Revolution Screams. You know, it's just a great album. But this is their 10th album, and as I say, I own the previous 9 for this as well. Next up, Black Sabbath. I'm doing these in alphabetical order, and yeah, this isn't just vinyl. Some of these bands I'm going to show I have the full discography on vinyl. Some of them I have the full discography on CD, and some of them is a mix. Black Sabbath is a mix as well. I have a number of I think the Dio and Born Again are the only OGs I have from the earlier stuff on vinyl. The others I have on either 2016 reissues or on CD, but I have all the first 10 Black Sabbath releases in some physical format or other, and Mob Rules is the 10th release from Black Sabbath. An absolutely killer Black Sabbath record with Dio on. Yeah, cool. Next up, alphabetical order, if I can remember my alphabet, the next would be Gamma Ray. This is Gamma Ray's 10th studio release called To The Metal, and this was my introduction to Gamma Ray. And boy, did I go on a Gamma Ray craze last year. So this time last year I would have had maybe 2 or 3 Gamma Ray albums. I now have I think I've got everything on CD. So To The Metal is the 10th, and I have the previous 9 on CD. I will be doing a Gamma Ray collection video at some point to show all those off, because it's a band that I'm totally addicted to these days and can't get enough. I listen to at least one Gamma Ray album a week, and I have got lots to choose from now. Let's move on to I. You can probably guess who I is, and it's probably one of the bands that you would have guessed straight away. Well, I told you what I was doing. That's Iron Maiden, the X Factor. I have everything up to this. I don't have this on CD, but I have everything up to this, I think, on CD as well. But the X Factor was Iron Maiden's much maligned, and to be honest, quite rightly so, 10th studio album. it's not a great one, but it's one that kept them going, and they obviously went on to much bigger and better things at the turn of the century, and still going strong. We'll go non-metal. The only non-metal band I'll show in this one, again, probably not surprised to see, if you saw my last video, from the mail I got from Mark G with a C, and he sent me a bunch of Manic Street Preacher singles. I have all the albums as well. This is their 10th studio album, Postcards from a Young Man, and it's a masterpiece. I love this album. It's a really good kind of return to form for them at the time. And again, I have the 9 previous studio albums, and actually all the other ones subsequently after as well. This is one that I do want to get on vinyl, as I want to see it at a decent price. Still in the M's, Megadeth, the second of the big 4, and the last of the big 4 where I have 10 consecutive albums of. Metallica, I have a big gap between And Justice for All and the latest album. I own nothing in between. Oh no, I'll tell you a lie. I do own Death Magnetic. I picked that up recently, and because I got it cheap. But Megadeth, on the other hand, I have a mixture. I have all the 80s stuff up to Rust in Peace on vinyl, and then everything else after up to Dystopia, which I also have on vinyl. Everything else is on CD. And The System Has Failed is their 10th studio album, and it's a really good one. I do like this one quite a lot from Megadeth album. Couple more. The Ramones, of course. Yeah, there is another non-metal one here, but another band that has rocked through the decades, and this is Halfway to Sanity by the Ramones. Again, I own in fact I own all the Ramones albums on record and CD, but this is the 10th studio album, and I own the previous 9, so it qualifies for this video. Some cool songs on here, actually. I mean, this is the one that gave us Bop Till You Drop, Weasel Face, killer song. I'm Not Jesus, Go Lil Camaro Go is a real upbeat surfy song, I guess, and I Wanna Live as well. Really good album from number 10 from the Ramones. And the last one, number 8, again, probably not surprised to see them shown here, and that's Saxon. Again, I have this is their 10th studio album, Solid Ball of Rock, and I have everything from 1 to 10 all the way up to the only album I'm actually missing is Battering Ram. I have heard it. I've heard it plenty of times on online on Amazon Music, but I've never found the vinyl cheaply enough to warrant me picking it up. But yeah, Saxon, all 1 to 10 studio albums are in my collection. So that's it. That's 8 bands where I own the first 10, 1 to 10. No compilations in there, no live albums in there, just straight studio albums. Interested to know what other artists that you own the first 10 or more albums from, but specifically the first 10, and maybe what the 10th album is in their catalogue for the ones you may have that I haven't shown. Quick video. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Oh, I was going to say, actually, I'm coming up to 600 subs. I think it's, what, 597 at the moment. I don't normally bang on about my subs. I think the last time I did any sort of recognition was around 300, but nearly double that now. I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed. I want to thank the people who watch more than that, so near 600 subs. But you know, if I get 200 subs, if I get 250 views on a video, I mean, that's just phenomenal these days. And so kind of less than half the people that sub watch, so I really value the people who watch, but I especially value the people who comment. So as and when I do get to 600, I'm not going to have a competition, but I'm trying to come up with some way of recognizing those who comment on my videos, because regardless of how many subs and how many views I get, if I had no comments and no interaction with you people at all, then I wouldn't be doing this. That's exactly, that's why I do it. That's the only reason why I really do this, is to talk with like-minded people, debate about what's good, what's bad, challenge people's opinions. It's all good, and it wouldn't be the same without the comments. So for those of you that watch, please keep watching, and especially those of you who comment, please keep commenting. If you watch and you don't normally comment, just leave something that makes me know who's watching. It's really good just to kind of know who's kind of watching the videos, and just tell me what you like. It's all good fun. Enough rambling. Great weekend. Catch you again soon. Bye now.